It's Nigel. It is time. Let's relive my past while the cards clip through each other. Yeah. 27. We've really been playing this for quite some time, haven't we? That's quite sad. 1750, 27th to the 11th. Yeah, that'll be it. Oh, the church. Okay, so last time we were attempting to find the vicar. We also yeah. Thank you, weird sound effect. Thank you. Isn't that one of those football match things that people take to the football match? Why? But then that's the question about a lot of this game. Why? Why, Nigel? Why do you move like a cyborg? What's up with his legs going on here? Yes. What does Nigel stand for, though? Sawbones. Notorious. Nigel. No, notorious. I shouldn't sing that because Rupert hates Duran. So, we don't tell him. Oh! But didn't we do this? I'm pretty sure we've already got a recording of this. Well, the problem is Nigel doesn't ever... Oh! He can do something with this door over here. Did he do something with this door? Oh, no, this was the... Oh, no, wait, we haven't done this before. I'm assuming that this is going to open up something else on the map, is it? You're not really getting anything. Yeah. Fair dues, Nige. Montorious. Yes, thank you, Sawbones. That's right on. Oh, now I have a feeling we may have done this before. This is the problem, I can't remember what I did last week. See, now, sometimes he says, nothing. And then other times he just says nothing. Gives you no indication. What have we got here? Hello, Cybotley. Well, good hunting, Stalker. And that's what we've got. Nothing. Marked one? What the hell? I love that bit of the game. It's fantastic. Part of... Yeah, we're not going to find anything out there, are we? Is there anything else you can do, Nige? No. Nigel. Post drawn in. Spider's web. Oh, looking for a hotspot here. You can look at this. Haven't you done that before, though, Nige? Oh, yes, we have. Pretty sure we used all of the gadgets on this as well, and yeah, we've done this. Is this some kind of puzzle? And I suppose now Rupert's forgotten to turn up. He's the actual only one with any knowledge of this game and how to beat it. So, yes, there is. Well, on my channel on the Twitch stream page of mine, it says Nigel Sunday 16:15 Eastern Standard Time. So, I do pledge to be here every Sunday. Yes, Rupert is here, thank goodness. What's this on my Skype? Hang on a sec. Well, I don't know if it's... Yes. Sawbones in Skype is helpfully saying, Rupert, go and help. Go and help Jeeves. He's effing it up. But really, I'm not effing up as such, just wandering around aimlessly just like last time, because this church is excruciating to navigate. The reason why Rupert, I think, calls this the worst part of the game is because you have to navigate this place. Well, sorry, we're not at the worst part of the game yet.
The camera has captured something.
Oh, jolly good. Anyway, so the reason this is going to be the worst part of the game is because you're in the church at night trying to navigate it, doing something completely random that you don't know what the game wants. You know, the usual stuff. You know, normal Nigel. He's aimless. Yes, thank you. Be correct. But apparently Rufus is he's auto-hosting me for up to 8 viewers. So yeah, I guess he's not around himself. He's probably gone to eat or poo or eat his salad and no. Right. Well, yes, it really, really captured something. Gosh, that could be anything, couldn't it? Was that a dog on a leash there? No, I don't know what I'm on about. And we can't do anything there. So now, hopefully, we've opened up a new area. That's what I suspect. And we can look at this at any time, right? And I don't suppose Nigel is going to pass comment on it. Oh, we can't do anything with it? No. Okay. Sorry, just faffing around with the picture there, trying to get it to... Ooh. No, we've already been out that way. So now, I'm guessing we'll do another tour of the church and try and find a door. You see what I mean? How does it... Why does he walk down this way? It's like... So, what happens is there's a scene and he always enters the scene from the same direction, even if it's not the direction he actually came in from. And that's really disconcerting. Now, I think we can go this way? Or is that the way... Oh! Oh, for goodness sake. Look. I couldn't get to this before, I swear. Look, Eager's watching you. Oh, Sonia. Where's Sonia? Her fiddle's here. Why is the church music all warped and why are his eyes really creepy? Huh. If I thought it had been done on purpose, I'd be impressed. Are you ready? Here we go. He's gonna say it. Get ready with your Nigel bingo cards.
The tapestry features 3 crowns. A link.
Oh!
A definite link to the legend.
Oh!
They must be getting close.
Yeah. You're not really though, are you? Because we're only like 10% through the game, I think. Oh, there's a thingamy there, so we can. There's a little spanner thing there, so yeah, we can do something. We can use the gadgets on here.
Something about those eyes.
Well, yes, he is a bit creepy looking. So anyway, while he's staring at that, last time, if you remember, we drugged a man. I'm not exactly sure why. No, I can't remember why. And then we lined up some ancient symbols, probably because we weren't allowed to... we arbitrarily weren't allowed to move on until we drugged someone. And then we were able to line up some stones in a certain direction so that we could go down a path that I asked Nigel to go down several times before, but he just categorically refused for no reason. Which reminds me, we had some interesting intel from the Steam forums.
That's not right.
Yes.
That's not right.
Indeed, it's not. Which is that the puzzles in this game, someone contacted the publisher, Boats' publisher, right, the guy who makes this, and the puzzles in this game are added after the game is made. So how it's made is like a walking simulator, and then the puzzles are added in afterwards. Which is... oh my gosh. It's a bit bizarre. It's a really weird... to be honest, I don't know anything about making games. Aside from what I know about general software development, which isn't much because I'm a PHP programmer. So, yes. Oh, we just did that, didn't we? But it does seem a bit weird. It's a bit like making a website and then adding all the graphics in afterwards. It's kind of a very odd way to do it. And it explains a few things about the way that the puzzles in this are completely... I didn't say... Cybotley says it certainly is no running simulator. Well, I said walking. So, yes. I suspect that's a joke there, and I'm missing the point. Anyway, it certainly explains the way that the puzzles seem really ad hoc and weird. And they just stop you doing arbitrary things like walking down a certain path. Why can't you explore down there? Well, because Mr. Tibbs, the arthritic cat, hasn't walked in front of you yet. Obviously.
Good afternoon, Vicar. May I speak with you?
Oh, very well, if you must. But time and tide wait for no man, and I've lost something terribly important. I really must find it.
Also, so before we begin talking to the really quite creepy vicar there, I think if he's done like that on purpose, then very good. He does also sound a bit like a paedophile. So yeah, Sawbones is contesting in the chat that it sort of makes sense a bit. That way you have the basic framework, I'm quoting here, you have the base framework that you can ship right off the bat, and you add as many puzzles as you can. Yeah. So the way that I would develop a game myself, if I were to do so, is I do the engine part of it first, which is that you do the mechanics. So you'd have all the basics of the game, including the puzzles, and then I'd kind of worry about the graphics afterwards. Although, yeah, to be fair, that wouldn't work so well if you were trying to design a game like Tomb Raider or something where the graphics and how the game play are so intimately tied together. It's tricky. Game development's very funny, and yeah, it's very different from other types of development, so I shouldn't really pass comment. Also, this violin is larger than this chair, which tickles me greatly. And this money is huge. Nigel would need two hands to pick it up. And also the table is tilted at a really weird angle. Look at the perspective. If you drew perspective lines out from this table, it would be completely messed up compared to what the chair looks like and the rest of the room looks like. Yeah, just saying. Anyway, so Vicar, you have a, what's the term? Non-Euclidean room? Maybe I could help you find it.
I could help you find it.
Oh, bless you, dear little man.
Can you tell me what we are looking for?
If I could, I would. I simply can't remember. I just know that I need it, and it's terribly important.
Well, where did you leave it?
It's around here somewhere. Oh, then again, let me think. Where would I have put something so important? My memory is not what it was.
When did you lose it?
Ah, I believe I lost it between Wednesday and Friday.
Okay. Well, I suppose this man probably doesn't have many skeletons in the closet. He's probably not a paedophile, since, you know, if he was into that sort of stuff, he'd probably be worried that, oh, it might be that I lost my gay porn magazines, and if Nigel goes and finds them, then he'll find out that I'm a massive fraud. But he didn't, so
Bye
obviously.
for now.
Feel free to wander God's house.
Yes, the way he said that was funny, I found for some reason. Lost something. Could it be the plot? Is it this?
That's not right.
Is it your mushrooms? Here, sir. Your mushrooms. Is it... Oops. Is this a newspaper?
That's not right.
No. Well, obviously it's going to be something around here, isn't it? Is it your 3 crowns? Did you lose your 3 crowns there? What on earth? Ah, what could this even be? I'm glad we could finally walk down there. Well, yes, I thought shrooms would definitely be a good answer for that, but no, apparently not. But it's like, you know, the reason why part of the reason why it doesn't work in this, going back to what we were talking about before, is that, what? Wait, didn't I come down that way? You see? Oh, Nigel. Some kind of Escher space church here. So it's like, yeah, the fact that I couldn't walk down here, couldn't go through this door until I'd solved a puzzle. But the puzzle had no relation to the door. So that's the problem with how this is designed. Whereas before, presumably, it was all kind of open world and you could just go and talk to the vicar and that was built. And then, well, so, you know, you're adding the puzzles after the fact. Oh, well, can't have them go on here until, you know, I've done this other puzzle. Well, oh, gosh. Anyway, never mind. So I'll just not let them go through the door until they've finished doing that. What's up here? We've done this, haven't we, Nigel? What's the situation? What's going on? Day 2, the Lost of Northfield. Blah. There was something strange about Carswell's. Why did Catherine tell me to avoid the train tracks? I found a church, Northfield Church, hidden away in the Carrion Woods. It's a foreboding kind of place, steeped in ancient history, death and the legends of the county. A perfect place to practice, spelt incorrectly, my ghost hunting skills. A nighttime return may also be revealing. So how do we get Nigel to return at night? Right, so this is a problem. How does one pass time? What destroyed the village of Northfield? What connections did the Agers have to Northfield and Saxton? Gain someone's trust. Enable a nighttime return to ghost hunt. Observe supernatural activity with a night vision camera. Oh, I'm trying not to. Oh, I'm getting so excited. Try to record a couple of EVPs. Are there any hidden messages? Photograph paranormal activity. There must be something, says Nigel. Yes, I want to believe, TM. We've already done everything with this, haven't we? Is it the hands? Do we have to return the hands? Ah. I would suspect that mushrooms are the answer. But yes, if the question is how do I fight skinless dragons in a non-Euclidean dreamscape made primarily of biscuits, then yes, mushrooms are the answer. I would imagine that actually in that landscape, tea would be the answer. No, wait. There was something... Didn't his hands appear if you use the night vision?
That's not right.
Oh, for goodness.
The statue's hands appear to be missing.
Well, is that what's missing according to the vicar as well? But then he misplaced them in...
That's not right.
Okay, well, I guess we can't do that. He misplaced them on between Wednesday and... Oh, what does that mean? Is that some kind of awful clue? Oh, I forgot to start Dee Dee. Whoops, sorry. I better not do it now, it'll take too long. Pointless wandering. So this is... Oh, no, it's confusing. So, if somebody would like... Sawbones or Sidebotley, since you're the only people around, if you would like to go... One of you would like to go and look at the walkthrough and tell me what it is we're supposed to do. Well, it's not this, is it? Nigel. Do-do-do. I'm a cheerful cyborg, short and stout. Look at my flat cap, hear me. No. Look at him. Oh, Nigel. Nigel.
Large black crows.
Nigel. Is this a... Don't tell me this is a door we just went out of.
Rusted shut.
Oh. I don't suppose that we have anything that would make a difference there. Ah, Bloodrell next joins us. Hello. Unless this is where we find the hands.
A pile of rubble, masonry, broken gravestones.
Come on.
Covered in weeds and flowers. Nature is taking back what was borrowed.
Is that it? Is that what I have to find? We have to find a leaflet with Wednesday written on it or something. Is it on the notice board? Is that... Oh gosh, is that really what we have to do? It's gonna be. This isn't a mirror image, is it? On this side of the church and this side of the church? Seems like it might be somehow. Was this it? Was this the entrance? Get in there, Nigel. I'm a little cyborg, short and stout. This is my flat cap, and this is my Thursday. Ah.
The vicar lost Thursday.
I'm dying.
Oh. See it. Oh, that puzzle killed me.
Thursday.
What? Do we get two of them?
Thursday.
We can take game lacking state again. Look at it.
Thursday.
You see, you can just do it as many. Oh,
Thursday.
I'm going to steal as many of these leaflets as possible. Oh, you only get one of them. Hey, look at him. He really does look a bit special, doesn't he? Oh, Nige. Cheeky little cyborg. There you go, mate. Can't believe I managed to... Oh, no, I didn't work that out myself. Cybotly did. That's good.
Good afternoon.
I was worried I was getting on
Yes,
Nigel's
speak.
wavelength there.
Oh, very well. If you must, for time and time.
Yes.
I found this on the notice board. It appears to be a service plan for next Thursday.
Oh, dearie me. Yes, I lost Thursday. I'm always losing Thursday. Bless you, young man. My week is complete. Oh, goodness. I'm late delivering Thursday to the flower arrangers. The WI women create the most lovely arrangements. A true symphony of petal, bud, and leaf. Take Thursday and give it to Nanny Noah. She'll know what to do.
Yes, I'm sure I can do that. I was planning to return to Saxton once my business here is finished.
Business? Oh, how very odd.
Don't
What
do it, Nigel.
business?
Don't do it, Nigel. He's going to say, what I'm worried about is he's going to say, I'm a treasure hunter. I'd like to stay here and find out ghosts in the night time. Can I homer around at night, please? And then the guy's going to go, no, you can't. And Nigel's going to go, I'm going to break in anyway. And then he'll break some priceless stained glass window just so he can get in.
Does the name Ager mean anything to you?
Ager? Ager? Yes, that name does ring a bell. Let me see.
Mate? Who was it who was saying that this guy won't hear a bad word said against Thomas Ager? There's a picture of Ager on the wall. There are a bunch of Ager references written on the wall of the church. You would have thought that he'd know. Mind you, he can't even remember what Thursday is, so fair enough.
I believe the Agers lived nearby.
It's a very old name in these parts, so I wouldn't doubt it. There's a William Ager buried in the churchyard, along with his ancestors.
Did the Agers have strong connections with Northfield Church?
Oh, good heavens, yes. Thomas Ager, who died in 1799, was a rector of this very church. I must say that I am thrilled to find our history so interesting.
Thomas Ager was a vicar?
No, dear boy. He was a rector. There's a difference.
Mate's dad used to be a rector. Well, I don't know, he could still be a rector for all I know.
Did he worship here at the church?
Oh, yes. He was a most devout servant. His name is listed on the rood screen by the chancel. You'll find it if you look.
Who's doing all that singing? Tell him to shut up. I can't hear myself think out here.
Did Thomas Ager have a large family?
The Agers were a very large family in Thomas's time. Slowly the family number decreased and finally vanished some years ago. William was the last, poor wretched soul. He drove himself to an early grave, you know. He was in a terrible state. The family line was drawing to a close, and he feared there would be nobody to carry the family name. I always sensed that he carried with him a terrible burden, a secret of some description. Perhaps it was a family secret, passed down from one generation to the next. I dare say old Thomas Ager would have shared the burden in his time. But that is all in the past, and we must always look to the future.
We got the noise saying that we found something out. Shame I wasn't paying attention through half of that.
Did Thomas Ager have a large family?
It's my
The
fault.
Agers were a very large family in Thomas's time. Slowly the family number decreased and finally vanished some years ago. William was the last. He
Yeah,
drove
alright.
Perhaps it was a family secret, passed down from one generation to the next. I dare say old Thomas Ager would have shared the burden, but that is all in the past, and we must always look to...
Right, yes, thank you. Yes. Okay, right, so there was some family secret. Okay.
Can I ask some other questions? Can I ask you about the church?
Of course you may. Go ahead.
Oh boy. Let's go through them one by one.
Who is that in the painting?
Ah, that's my great. He's an ancestor, a very old one. He was vicar of this parish for 50 years, back in the 18th century. He knew a thing or two about keeping the heathen masses subdued. I can only wish I shared his talent in that department. I must say, it is wonderful to meet someone of your generation who is interested in our history. What makes you so different?
He knew how to subdue the masses, so what, he knew how to burn witches and kill heretics and stuff, and the modern vicar wishes he was more like that. Okay, fine. But anyway, to answer his question, it comes naturally. I've always been interested in history. Trust me, vicar, my generation isn't as bad as you think. I hope you don't think I'm being nosy. To be honest, I'm actually looking to get rich and famous. GG, Nigel. Let's just give me up.
It comes naturally. I've always been interested in history.
Motivation is always a good thing, no matter what the cause. The devil makes work for idle hands, you know.
I suspect he would have said that no matter what we answered. The conversation trees are also kind of weird and rambling. I'm sure I asked that, but... Oh, right, yes, that was his ancestor. I thought he was an Ager, though, that chappy up on the wall. So does that make him an Ager? I don't know.
How long have you been vicar of this church?
A very short time. I moved back to this area 30 years ago. I'm still new to the parish.
30 years? I'm 30 years old. Why do people still see you as an outsider?
There are families around Northfield with ancestry dating back to the Doomsday Book. I am a very new arrival, you see.
Who is the statue of the sleeping man?
I have no idea. There are those who know these things, find them interesting, but I am not one of them.
What?
That statue takes up valuable church space and is a distraction to the congregation. It is a trial to keep their attention at the best of times.
It gives off a strange atmosphere.
What?
Almost as if that corner of the church was special in some way.
Special? I have not noticed anything special.
Ooh, he's trying to cover it up, isn't he? What was that? So, 1 minute. Oh, it's so nice that you like the history of the church and that. And then you say, what's that nice statue? And you go, oh, it's just in the way, it's horrible. I'm not interested in history. What? Do you play the massive violin?
Do you play the violin?
No, not for an awfully long time. There just are not enough hours in the day. The Lord, in all his generosity, provides ample time for contemplation, but my violin will have to wait.
Contemplating?
I bet this old church has secrets.
Oh, Nigel.
Oh dear, you young people are so adventurous these days. Always looking for darkness in forgotten corners, mystery in your own shadow. But I dare say this building has seen some horrors, mystery, and intrigue. They say the building is built upon an Anglo-Saxon sanctuary of reflection, whatever that be.
Oh,
if
definitely
you are
heresy.
interested in such things, which you obviously are, you should speak with old Russet. You can find him in the churchyard.
Probably triggered something. Nice.
Can I ask some other questions? Can I ask about the churchyard?
I'll help you if I can.
Do you mind the crows? They seem to own the church.
All things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small.
Okay.
I cannot dislike the crows, dear boy. They are all God's creatures. Do the crows frighten you?
Big black crows. I suspect it doesn't matter what we answer here. This one. They are just birds. Big black birds. Oh, do a racist, Nigel. Wait, why don't you?
They are just birds. Big black birds.
The old faith in these parts believed that the crows were spies and messengers of the Dark Lords and Earth Gods. Silly, superstitious nonsense. Although I must admit that they do seem to watch our progress through life with envious eyes.
I thought of crows as envious. And what is with the music in here? Okay, it's not. Oh, there we go. Now we get some nice choral music from.
The churchyard is kept very well for such an isolated spot.
Oh yes, Mr. Russet keeps the place looking spick and span. And he's not hiding from the crows. He hates the feathered fiends. They terrify him, in fact.
Why is the church so isolated?
The Black Death, my boy, the Black Death. There was once a thriving community based around the church tower. When the disease struck the village, it came with no warning. Whole generations were lost overnight. Terrible, terrible tragedy. No evidence of the old village remain, as many of the buildings are now hidden by the encroaching woodland beyond the church wall.
I don't understand how he even has a congregation. Who comes to it? And surely a lovely little village like that. Well, no, okay, I'm not going to pick on.
Can I ask some other questions? I'll have a look around, if you don't mind.
Feel free to wander God's house.
God apostrophe there, unless you've got multiple gods. I like the way we barged in here, right? And the first thing we did was use our ghost hunting gadgets on that guy while the vicar waited. Well, don't mind me, I'm just ghost hunting. So anyway, he said something about going back to Saxton, delivering something to Nani Noah. This thing, was it? Yes, for the flower arrangers. My nan was in the WI. Goodness. Now, the biggest puzzle of all. How do we get out of this blinking church? Cybotley, I'm going to assume you're joking there. Oh gosh, how do you get out? How? Nigel, remove yourself. Is it this way? Or is that the way I just went? Nige, that's the way we just went, isn't it? Oh, for goodness sake. And you notice that he walks down this way and then appears in the scene walking up that way. Oh, Nigel. I think, anyway, unless he's walking back and I'm just... Oh, gosh, I have no idea. Nigel. This way, Nige? Come on. Double click. No. God. I can't get out. I can't get out. We're stuck. We're stuck here. This is it. Oh no! Look. Oh, this game. This game. So. Nudge. So I think... What's that then? No, that's not it. That's not right. Oh, overnight? Yes, they do all let him do his thing, except for the... I suspect the guy who made...
collected enough information from here.
Why did you say that?
Time to return to town.
Well, it's good that you gave me a hint, Nigel, but you really should have done that, you know, as soon as we left the vicar. But fine. Is this the way out? That's not the way out, is it? Or are we behind... Oh, gosh, I don't know. This place is... We're in some kind of weird extra space, like we said before. Ah, here's the bit where it's lazily... thank you, crows. Where it's lazily mirrored. Awful. Awful. Just awful.
I think I've collected enough information from here.
What?
Time to return to town.
Does that mean you're going to fast travel, Nige? Oh, I shouldn't have said that, should I? Look at him. He's not fast travelling anywhere. Nigel. Is he gonna walk himself back to town? Look. Really? He's just gonna walk himself. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I see. Right, now we get a different set of objectives. Even though I don't think we finished the first world, but whatever. Day 2. Research is the key. My visit to Northfield Church answered many questions, but posed many more. There's a link between the Ager family and the Crown. What were they hiding? What was their secret? The museum is bound to provide some clues. It's time for some research. Then pop in for tea at Nanny Noah's. Oh, it's turning into quite an afternoon. Discover the identity of those who may haunt Saxton and beyond. Who was Thomas Ager referring to in his journal? Did he harm him in some way? Learn more about Northfield, the Agers, and the other families. Who is depicted as a statue in Northfield Church? Who owned Harbour Cottage before the Mankles? Why would they haunt the place? Who was Spivey the smuggler? Does he haunt the Saxton caverns? It's just, oh well, who is this random dead bloke and does he haunt whatever place X? And why? Pop by Nanny Noah's for tea. I need to give her the funeral plans for Thursday. Yes, it does seem like Nigel has collected enough information for now. Da-dum, da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum, da-dum, dum. Go, Nigel. Yeah. So the apples from the overturned train. What's that, Nige? What can you do with this? You can do something over here, like. Oh no, he's got. Oh, Nigel, you were just going to pick up some plants. So I'd already forgotten all about that. The overturned train. Oh, that was a sad story, wasn't it? My gosh. How about that overturned train? Did anybody else well up? No, me neither. Can we do something? No. Come on, Nigel. Don't be miserable.
I already have a photograph of it.
Oh, we do. Oh, okay. What about it? Can you?
It's not
No. Come on,
That's
Nigel.
not right.
Weird. Just going to carry on doing that for a while. I'm sure there's a puzzle with that. Later on, yeah. Come on, Nigel. Come on. Come on. Oh, no. Nigel, can you not fast travel? Could you not? Nigel, look at it. Cybotley says, biggest accident known to the Apple industry. The overturned train, yeah. Oh, that was just sad, wasn't it? Just terrible. Now, the other terrible bit is me getting lost in the fence. Because I can never remember the way that you're supposed to go. It's obviously not through there, is it? Oh, can we go this way? Oh, come on, Nigel. I double click, he doesn't listen. Why are you going this way now? Oh, I have to wait for the animation as well. This doesn't... That's not right. Or is it this way? Oh. Ah, it's exciting to get back to town. Where's Wally in his cave, ready to give you a good frightful scene too?
Nothing ventured.
Oh! Mark it off on your Nigel bingo, gentlemen. Nothing ventured. Oh, Nigel, it looks all right. There's no small tricycle in your way this time. You can walk this way. See, it's okay. Look out! I think I see some large grains of sand. You might not be able to pass this way if there's a large grain of sand in the way. Oh yeah, never mind. Oh great, the foghorns. Anyway, Nigel did actually give me some useful advice in my objectives. So what was it he wanted to do? I noticed this is actually a separate notebook. Every time there's a new notebook gets created. Anyway, so every time he updates your objectives, that is. Day 2, research the key. Alright, so it's answered many questions. Did it answer any questions? Okay. There's a link between the Yeager family and a crown. The museum is bound to hold some clues. So we have to go to the museum. And yes, can we get a link to the legend? We did get a link to the legend, didn't we? That was on our bingo cards, but I don't think Nigel's playing for the bingo. Maybe he is. I see there was a guy, that man with the metal detector was still there. Oh, he did actually have a signpost. I don't normally pay any attention to that. Hopefully it's pointing the right way. Oh, come on. What I was going to say. Oh yeah, giving the impression that there are ghost hunters here. The man with the metal detector there. Is this the museum? Is this thing? Or is this? Oh, oh! Look at that! He went in there. Oh no! It's this bit. This is the man who says, "No, you may not come in here at night."
May I explore the museum?
Of course. That's why it's here.
Thanks. I'm Nigel, by the way. Nigel Danvers.
How interesting. I'm Oogle, Professor Oogle, the curator of this museum.
Is there an entrance fee?
Normally, yes. But the museum is free during public holidays.
Not allowed to take photos either. I'm wondering if the actual Saxton, well, not Saxton, but whatever town this is in Cornwall, whether they wouldn't let the guy who makes this go around and take photos of the place. And I bet he didn't like that.
Should I be looking out for anything in particular?
Many of our exhibits are unusual or rare. What were you looking for in particular?
Yeah, Nigel has to get him free because he hasn't got any money. So to any kids watching this, don't take up a career in ghost hunting. You'll make no money. Okay.
What can you tell me about the lost Anglo-Saxon crown?
is it lost? Something that has yet to be found is not necessarily lost.
What?
I'm not sure I understand.
If something has remained hidden through centuries of upheaval and mischief, do you really think you have the right to disturb its slumber?
It's like, I know where it is, but I'm not telling you because you're an idiot. This should really
Does the name
have given
Ager
Nigel a
mean
pretty big hint.
anything to you?
The Agers lived for many centuries out by Northfield. The family home still stands on Raven Lane.
Where can I learn more about them?
Here, of course. There are some exhibits with Ager connections. The murder and the mystery man may well be of interest.
Yes, I don't want to insult the person who makes this, or rather the large team of people and the company that make this game. Because I'm sure I don't know what the name is of the person who makes this.
Could I borrow an exhibit for a sale or similar experiment?
The answer is no.
Of course not!
Our security cameras are everywhere. We see all.
Why do I get the feeling that, the large business that makes this game, they all went into a museum and tried to steal some stuff, and then they got kicked out? I really hope that actually happened. I can't believe he even asked that. For goodness sake,
May I
Nigel.
ask you about something else?
Yes.
What is wrong
But
with
do
you?
make your mind up.
Oh, no! Oh, can't wait
Should
to
I
go
be
for that
looking
option.
out for anything in particular?
Many of our exhibits are unusual.
Haven't we
What
done
were
this?
you looking for in particular?
Oh, right, sorry.
May I ask?
Yeah.
I'll just skip that because we already asked it. But yeah, so now that means we got down to...
Would it be possible to return here tonight to ghost hunt?
Nigel.
Certainly not. Some of our exhibits are priceless. We can't have students running around looking for ghouls and goblins.
Students. Nigel's 30, isn't he? What? Unless he's, that's a subtle way of calling him a man-child, which is possible. Well, with questions like that, yes.
Is the museum haunted?
And like this.
Saxon has many old buildings, young man, which have played host to many characters. I believe some may be reluctant to leave the homes they once knew.
Thank you for your time.
It is my job to help. Information is free, but feel free to donate to our fund.
Mind
Fair
if I
dues.
take a leaflet?
Yes, that's definitely possible.
Why don't he tidy his leaflets up? Look at the state of them. It'll only take him a minute. Going to look at the leaflets. Yeah, they are leaflets. Tidy them up, you lazy bum. This is the weirdest museum as well. From the way that he sounds through that voice thing. Like he's talking through a walkie-talkie, I don't know why. To these weird speakers everywhere. The whole place is just very, very strange. So, that way presumably is out, or is this... What? That way would be out? Or this way? This way to go around the museum? I don't even know. Oh, no, we're in the museum now. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, very nice. Da 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 da. Should I read this out? I don't think so. It's not. Oh no! I have to read this bit. I'll read the relevant bit. New Haddon Industries have Dontaed several interactive touchscreen panels. Feel free to learn more about the town by poking and prodding these new additions. Don't forget, Saxton Museum is free during public holidays. A small charge is made at other times. Please visit the official website for further details and exciting news regarding future exhibitions. Learning can be fun, it says patronizingly at the end. As if we didn't know that. Also, look at the perspective on that. That really annoys me. You can see it worst, like when you got saxtonmuseum.co.uk and there's a big gap there, and less of a gap there. Also, I bet you if you go to saxtonmuseum.co.uk, you will find that you can Dante to the museum off of there. Yes. Oh no, I suppose we better investigate everything in here. So is that Mary Queen of Scots there? Why? What on earth? What? Why? What? This is bizarre. I find this mechanic bizarre, just weird. That's obviously there for some reason. Hideous chair, gross walls, clean up, for goodness sake. Anyway, carry on. That's for ventilation? That weird thing? Oh, look at that, Nigel. Oh, it's time to ghost hunt. Nigel
That's not right.
No photography, film, or tampering in the museum.
No camping in the museum. Okay. This is a first-person shooter, obviously.
That's not right. That's not right.
You didn't say anything about stalkering. Right. You can stalk her. What if there's anomalies? So what is it we can do with this? Well, that definitely looks like a link to the legend, doesn't it? The site actually exists. The what was it? Dante the museum.co.uk or whatever. Oh, here we go. The Three Kings of Saxton. History tells us. I don't know what voice to read this in. Hey! History tells us that 3 Anglo-Saxon men ruled into area we know known as Saxton. From the 5th century, they're Aldwulf and his 2 sons, Granwulf and Pendraed. Aldwulf made the briny seaside his kingdom, with Pendraed based in Ulcum. Little is known about Ganwulf, although his kingdom is believed to be located in farmlands north of Saxton, now known simply as Northfield. That's the place that was wiped out, right. I think there's some lore that gets built into this, yeah, okay. Well, I'll just quickly read the rest. Arriving in wooden boats after the departure of the Romans, these men were highly skilled in craft, land management, and animal husbandry. The existing tribes of Anglia required strong, knowledgeable, and supportive rulers, so the established way of the Northeast Europeans proved invaluable. Centuries after his death, the Anglo-Saxon Chronicle remembers Aldwulf as a mannered and intelligent man, whose sons carried on his good work for many decades. Their influence and way of life still echoes throughout modern Anglia and beyond. Yeah. Still not sure if we have anything in our inventory that we could do with that. Or use with that. Seems like we should do, but... Now people are reading or posting... Oh dear. Posting Lost Crown reviews into the chat.
Many believe there is treasure hidden out there in the fens.
Oh. And this guy who comes onto the tannoy every 2 minutes or so, he must be incredibly bored. And the thing is, the only person he's talking to is Nigel. Why? Why would you do that? You could just talk to him. When he arrived, you know, you could just say everything. Here he goes again.
It's based in Saxon's old town hall, built around 1890.
I'm hoping it's a looping recording. Because otherwise, he's just talking over the tannoy to Nigel.
Be sure to check the upper gallery to view some of our artistic masterpieces.
Please, yeah. It's got to be automated, hasn't it? Yeah. Ooh, here we go. A death at Harbour Cottage. Arriving in Saxton just after the war, Eduardo del Molina made a definite and lasting impression on the small town. Over the years, the Anglian coast has seen much... Oh my gosh. Okay. So this guy made sharp suits and had a flamboyant air. It's very exotic to the simple people of the area. He committed suicide. Right. The problem with this is you make up a lot of lore and none of it's really relevant. It doesn't matter. It's just stuff that you can read, but it doesn't make any difference to the game. So why would I care? That's the problem. Why would anyone care who's playing it? I don't think it adds anything. Anyway, shattered glasses. This is Emily. Who's Emily? I think there was a criticism about this with like fantasy RPGs doing this kind of thing, adding lots of lore, you know, and the wizard did this and then he went to this some town and did something else, and you just think, oh, for goodness sake, it doesn't actually matter at all to the game, so why bother? Why build in tons of backstory that is completely irrelevant? Right. Emily Travers. The 1940s saw a tragedy in the Saxton Caverns. Emily Travers, daughter of the local doctor, is thought to have perished in or near the caves. I think this is relevant. After being overcome by the strong Anglian tides, although her body has never been discovered, her spectacles were discovered washed up on the beach some days after her disappearance. Emily was a regular sight to all the local people who described the young lady as warm, generous, and loved by all. Okay, so isn't she the one who turns up in the bogs of this very game, in this very museum? I mean, oh, there's some stuff over there I didn't see. Can we look at? Hey, wait a second. I have a feeling I should go back and look at this. There's also an
video panels can be found in the butterfly room and
right.
the gallery.
Yeah. Okay. There's also an awful lot of hotspots with not really relevant stuff on. Okay. Well, we know that hundreds of treasure hunters flock to the seaside town of Saxton for the legendary Anglo-Saxon treasures, rumoured to litter the countryside around the town. Litter? Really? Well, they just dropped them all over. Lazy. Rude. Ah, and a map. And interestingly, we get a what's that thing? Ah, it's an inventory indicator that we can do something with the inventory with this. But if we do this, then we'll get told off.
The museum surveillance can't see me from here.
Oh, Nigel. Nigel. Mind you, it's not as if this is an ancient map. This has blatantly been typed up recently, so I don't know why the guy wouldn't be just giving these away at the front. Well, let's carry on. Don't know what that's for. But you should still respect the rules of the museum. If you go into the museum, respect the rules of the museum. You know what I'm saying? Nigel. Is this lady, is she important?
What haunting eyes. They follow you around.
I'm just moving around in my seat now to see if they actually do follow you around. Yeah, kind of. Isn't there a trick to that? Like, you put the eyes at dead center and it looks like they're always following you around the room. It's just a cheap trick. Ah, why? Yeah, apparently we can do something with the trilobite here. The Saxton monster. What? The fossil you see before you is not that of a monster, but a North Sea trilobite. It was discovered in 1900 by workmen converting Saxton's Martello Tower to a lighthouse to the southeast of the town. With no knowledge of the prehistoric period, the workmen believed they had unearthed the corpse of a frightful creature from the county's mythology. Now Nigel is going to try and take a photo.
No photography, filming, or tampering in the museum.
Nigel. So you've got to go around and brute force it, basically. Oh, I see. I keep trying to click on the longboat, but I'm actually clicking the pillar for the trilobite. I see. And this is for the trilobite still? No? Oh, she looks really familiar. Wasn't she one of Henry VIII's wives? Yeah.
Do browse the library for books about Saxton and beyond.
I am browsing the library. Antsy pants. Oh, Nigel's gonna Nigel. Can the surveillance system see you here, Nige?
That's not right.
Oh.
That's not right.
It's not right.
That's not right.
Well, what can you do with it?
That's not right.
What?
That's not right.
I shall brute force everything until we find the answer. Well, what could I possibly take notes?
That's not right.
No. Do something with this.
That's not right.
Look it up.
That's not
Nigel.
right.
Well, that's not right. Olden Families of Anglia by Pooh Lally. Pooh Lally? What? Third edition with 12 ink illustrations. They're definitely not typed up. Oh boy. Wow. So we've got the Russets, the Agers. And there's the Gurneys. Obviously stolen old antique painting you nicked from there. Who's this? This isn't the statue, is it, in the church? I think it was. But that's, yeah, so we've looked at that. Alright. Anything else that we can look at here? No, Nigel. You did that one. Oh, there's something up here too. Da-da-da-da. The Anglo-Saxons by Lewis Savage. For Roger. I like that. For Roger. I hope Roger enjoyed it and didn't think it was rubbish. The Dark Ages, as the name itself implies, have always been regarded as a dreadful historical abyss between the Roman and Norman civilizations. The native Britons, it was thought, were mere savages who, without outside assistance, were incapable of much except paganism and butchery. Yet nothing could be further from the truth. In fact, I do believe that's true. Let's, yeah, so this is just some stuff really about the Anglo-Saxons. Fair enough. Nigel didn't... Wait. Was that something Nigel could steal right there? No. Okay. Just making sure. I don't like stealing, but if it means that that's what we have to do to finish the darn game, then that's what we have to do. Oh my gosh. What? Darkfall 2? Or wasn't that another of his games? The large business, I mean, that makes this makes these games. The Mourning Bride of Bodmin Moor and Other Ghost Stories, revised from a collection of stories first published in Darkfall 2, Lights Out. Wow. Oh boy. Okay, so this is just a story for the sake of it. Fair enough. Not very useful to us, though. Let's continue looking for more hotspots. We've done that one. Is that possibly two right next to each other? How would I find out? I don't know. That's one we've already done. Is that two right next to each other? Who knows? Ah, Nigel! Oh, there's another one. Oh dear. Doggerland. The Lost World of Doggerland by Edward Henry Benson. Oh, and I just exited out of that. Okay. Right. Right, there's a narwhal. That's alright. That's it, is it? Okay. I'm sure if anybody would like to read that, they can. You can just pause the video and watch that. It really looked like that entire section was utterly useless. Ah, but we got an achievement!
Mayday Fair.
Mmm.
Saxton Shore this Monday.
Yes. Everybody loves a narwhal! Anyway, I just put that up there because, you know, everybody loves narwhals.
Don't forget to explore the mystery surrounding the Saxton skeleton.
I really hope that's... I like to think of him sitting in the office just yelling stuff at Nigel. This is gonna take a while, isn't it? Spivey scope. Ah. In 1892, Walter Spivey, famed sea captain, found himself lost in a thick North Sea fog and heading for the rocks near the Martello Tower. Using his trusty telescope, Spivey was able to spot the church tower at Ulcombe peeping out from over the grey spectral mists. Realizing his ship's proximity to the rocks, Spivey was able to avert disaster and swore that his telescope would bring good luck to all that had the good fortune to employ its uses. Yeah, you see, it's just, I don't know, that's not very useful. Doesn't add anything. Yeah. Oh, look at that. The museum's getting all high tech, and that. Let's have a look at this first. The Saxton Warrior. This battle helmet was discovered along the southeast coastline after coastal erosion destroyed a large stretch of the crumbling natural sea defence. The helmet is thought to belong to Ganwulf, son of Aldwulf and brother to Pendriad. Ganwulf is believed to have ruled the area now known as Saxton, although his crown and dynasty are unknown to modern history. Replica. Oh, right, so it's a replica. Right. This was oh, we can. Ah, we can actually. No photography, tampering, blah. So obviously, when we break in, oh, ooh, yeah. So Botley rightly points out, nicking first, purpose later. Exactly. Got anything, Nigel? Yes, that's true. It's a replica anyway, so why are we doing this? Ah, Nigel. Are there lots of just dead ends with these? Oh boy. I think we're in for a montage. Oh! Where's here? Do I have to click on that? Nigel looks round at my whispering. Sorry, Nigel, I didn't mean to startle you, gosh. Why did it say here? Like we have to do that? Unless you meant we had to do this and have to, you know, use the photography. Which is fair enough. Those are the rules, right? We're not. Are we going to look at the butterflies then, Nigel? Come on, let's go.
You can marvel at our fine collection of butterflies.
You see, what he says is always relevant to what Nigel is up to. So he yelled at him about the library. Now he's yelling at him about the butterflies. It just occurred to me, why does he always yell at Nigel to do stuff that he's already doing? What?
Take the weight off your feet.
Look at that. Oh, there was a ghost. Ooh, exciting. Can I,
That's not right.
Ghost.
That's not right.
No, apparently not. So by looking at the butterflies, I triggered that ghost to walk by. How exciting.
There has been a settlement in this harbour since Neolithic times.
Blow out soon, Nigel. Stalker.
Many archaeologists believe there is treasure hidden.
Oh yeah, of course there's treasure. Oh, we can do stuff with this.
The Suicide's Noose. A grisly reminder of Edward Molina's fate. The local businessman and celebrity killed himself in the late 1950s.
Why would you do that? Why? Why would you hang his noose up in the museum? That's just morbid. Yeah, I know. Yes. Oh, Nigel. I'm imagining this as Nigel kind of... Oh.
There's definitely something. I should listen to the recording.
Well, apparently it's somebody's death gasp. Why would you do that? Why would you want to listen to that? Why would you want to record it? Why would you want to put the noose in the museum. It's just so distasteful. Alright. Right, Nods. Nods joined us in the chat with Cybotli and Sawbones and Blood Relax. Yeah. The only person who's missing is Rufus, although surprisingly we seem to be making some progress without him, which is... I must be getting quite lucky right now. Although Cybotli did help me at one point, that's true. I shouldn't forget that. I wonder what these are. There was one of these things that sort of looked like a clock in the last one as well.
The
Last exhibit.
Trumpet. A surviving musical instrument from Saxton's long-lost brass band.
Oh, for goodness sake. What? That's also a stupendously weird thing to put in a museum. For just who loses their trumpet? What? Like, did the last player of the band go, here I bequeath this trumpet to the local town to put in their museum as a memento of our brass band? No one does that. Why? It's almost as weird as the noose. Oh yes, good point, Sawbones. How does a whole brass band get lost?
These items were donated by Walter Spivey, famed seaman of the Saxton Seas.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess.
Beakers and pots. Discovered in the woods and fields around Northfield, they are thought to be 4,000 years old. The Saxton Claw, originally thought to be Grendel's Claw, by the dragon-fearing folk of ages past.
What is it then?
This fossil is thought to date from the Jurassic era.
I think it actually dates from the Blender era. But never mind. Because the massive company that makes this game would obviously like to use free 3D modelers. I wanted to look at that gun. Oh, this is alright. This is a bit more like it. Can we do anything with this?
Old-time music.
Oh, gosh.
Old gramophone recordings, donated by Wesley Russett after their discovery in Oakham Church.
Oh. So it's not actually related to this area, it's just some random old-time music TM.
The secret Saxton recipe. Discovered in the basement of the Lighthouse Cafe, this ancient recipe is thought to be Anglo-Saxon in origin. Saxton Punch. A flask of Saxton Punch, a strong medieval beverage. Discovered in the wine cellar of the Bear.
Right. This place almost seems to have too much history, is the problem. Most places just have one simple, interesting legend around them. This has lots of just random crap. It's the town of random crap legends. They're all random and they're all a bit crap. Right, oh, lots to click on here. Crows, look.
Large black crows.
Let's reuse that
Large
sound
black
file.
crows.
Yeah. Oh, I can't click on the rotating pot. That's also a bit weird. Why would you put that pot? No, that doesn't matter. Just being picky. What's this? I'm sorry, what? If you were in a museum that was making noises like this, you know what? I would be pretty scared.
The museum is based in Saxon's old town hall, built around 1890.
Is this something we can click on here? Oh, it's a nice 2D switch there. What? Nigel, I haven't looked at this yet. Well, I suppose he's getting in the lift. Off you go then, Nigel. Oh, we can go down. Can we go down to the basement? Down to the cellar. Sorry. Okay. Yes, get a good look at this area, Nigel, where you're going to break in later.
I don't think I should be down here.
He says that now. But fine. Nigel. I clicked the wrong button, sorry, that was my fault. Hang on. There we go. Sorry about that. Do it, Nigel. With your flat cap. Oh, can we ring the bloke? Ring him. See what he says. What? Which way? Oh, don't say this way and not give any hint. How rude. I suppose we'll go up to the second floor then. Nigel. 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 There's just, I don't know. It's kind of like ghost ham, right? The ghosts are so hammy as to not be scary. If something's going, and I just don't find it that, you know, it's just not that creepy because it's like, oh, you're just being too obvious, Mr. Ghost.
Be sure to check the upper gallery to view some of our artistic masterpieces.
Yes, nice to know the emergency phone works. All it does is go, this way. Even then they're not specify which way is this way.
The new video panels can be found in the butterfly room.
Oh, yeah.
Gallery.
I found a new video panel, thank you very much.
The museum will be closing in 10 minutes.
Ah!
Good night, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's only me here! Nigel. This looks familiar. But we can't look at it. Look at the state of those walls.
The museum.
Yes, I know. We are aware of that. Oh, you have to click everything. And this might look inconsequential, but you never know what's going to trigger Nigel. He needs a safe space. Oh, hello.
The museum is open from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. except on public holidays.
Oh, except on public
It's
holidays.
a symbol, but I have no idea what it means.
Well, they got some random Egyptian stuff in a Saxton museum. That's bizarre.
It's a symbol.
And that girl said, yeah, but there doesn't seem to be a thing where I can, you know, it's not an inventory thing. You know, use something in one of your gadgets here. No, nothing.
That's not right.
No, but that's not right.
That's not
And that's not right either.
That's not
And that isn't right. Well. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Are you ready? Oh, no. I actually really quite like the design of them. Although it's kind of like an iPod, but then you've got this cool crow on there. That looks pretty spiffy. I like it. But Nigel. Yeah, rich Egyptian history in Saxton. Oh boy. Oh, look at it. It's a candle! Sorry, I'm getting quite annoyed at this point. It's just frustrating. I mean, great game. This is very immersive. I am really interested in this video. Kill me now. Genuine pyramid activity. Haha, yes. I don't think that is one of the many employees of the company that makes this game. No, I don't think that's Boakes standing in front of it. I think that might be his mate who makes another game of a similar caliber to this one. I forget what that was called. The Barrow Hill or something? Kind of looks like the guy who made that. There's all these pictures on Boakes' blog of those two going around some moor and exploring stuff together. It's interesting, to say the least. Zooming in is immersive and atmospheric, as is having an ugly broken screen on these touch panel things here. Ah, look out, the candle's blowing out. Oh, tarot cards. It's obviously... sorry, Nigel. Didn't mean to... Our talking is distracting him, I think. I don't know if I have to do this or not. It's one of the problems is you just don't know. Might be incredibly important. Did it just loop? Oh, a link to the legend. Nigel's angry, you can tell. He's looking at us or giving us accusatory looks because we keep talking through the video. Sorry if it's distracting you, Nigel. Oh boy. Well, luckily there's only 5 minutes left. Sorry, Nigel! There's only 5 minutes left of the video now. I'm going to stop in just a little bit. I know this time must have flown by so quickly. Someone do tell me if it's looped. I've no desire to inflict this on you twice. I mean, sorry, Nigel. That's it, he's gone back to watching the... What is that? What is that? Is that some creepy Wurzel Gummidge and his girlfriend? What? Oh, there it looped. Aha. That was the weirdest ending. I don't know, looked like a Wurzel Gummidge off of Kiss or something. Or we can do something here, but we're probably not allowed to. The Tree of Crows. Mystery surrounds this stylized depiction of an oak tree and crows. There are no records of the painting being commissioned, nor is there an artist's mark to be found anywhere within the brushstrokes. A recent scientific examination by historians using Haddontium X-ray techniques proved futile, as the oil pigment seemed to defy the scanner. Well, actually, it wasn't Haddon. If it was Haddon, they would have discovered it's haunted. Anyway, a beautiful piece of art, which will forever remain a mystery unless Nigel uses his ghost hunting gadgets on it.
No photography.
Ah.
Or tampering in the museum.
Ah. Wow, terrible. Yes, it's beautiful, so beautiful that it's actually been warped to fit into the frame. Do you see that? How the picture's been stretched. Ah. You thought we wouldn't notice, didn't you? But we did. Yeah, that's the same thing. There's an ugly fern over there. Genuine pharaoh activity. That painting's pretty cool. I'd like to see the IRL painting of that. What is up with all the whispering?
The museum.
Yes, we are aware that the museum will be closing. You see, it's not entirely automated, right? You see? Oh. We are very lucky. The upstairs is quite small. I think we already looked at it. Why? Why are you whispering? What are you whispering about?
Do you browse the library for books about
yes.
Saxton and beyond?
Man's yelling at Nigel again. What are they whispering about? I can understand the girl in the cottage. She wants stamps, and Nigel hasn't got them yet. Useless. If Nigel was actually useful to anyone, he could get paid. Now, I wonder if... Go on, Nigel. If we go this way... No? We'll be able to get out? No? Okay, I don't think we looked at this painting, so let's have a quick look. That's nothing. Alright then.
The May Day Fair will be held at Saxton Shore this Monday.
Right, we've looked at everything now. Is there any other way out? This way. That's the butterflies. Go back that way. Quick, Nigel, come on. The museum's closing in 10 minutes, Nigel. Come on. Oh, goodness. Oh.
Don't forget to explore the mystery surrounding the Saxton skeleton.
Well, you say the mystery surrounding the Saxton skeleton when the museum's going to be closing in 10 minutes. What? Look at it. He's making a sandwich. He's got it. This is the new high point for this game. He videoed himself making a sandwich and put it in the game. Yeah. Oh, now it's just pictures of cake. It's just, I can't take it anymore. Oh, we can go this way though. Ah, right. There, we went that way. So... The only other place we haven't explored in here is... Oh, stop it. I just... Oh, right, and that leads back to the start. Okay, good. Can we actually go down this way? That'd be the way out. That's to nothing. Now that we've been around the museum, is there anything else?
Good afternoon. May I explore the museum?
Obviously not anything else we can say.
That's why it's here.
Blah, 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 blah. Is the museum haunted, for goodness
Thank you
sake?
for your time.
It is my job to help. Information is free, but feel free to donate to our fund.
Right, haven't got any money, mate, so we won't be donating anything. No, well, we finally got into the museum. And by doing something, we have triggered time to pass. But now, we must save our future. Save our Nigels. Yes. It is the end, my friends. Thank goodness. Next time, I think we're going to go and have tea with Nanny Noah. Oh, it should be very exciting. See you all next time. Well, if you got this far, you probably noticed some parts were cut out due to a content claim on the video. Since the infringing content was a couple of minutes out of an hour and a half long video, and the content was in no way interesting or important, I made the choice to cut it. There are 2 or 3 reasons for cutting the infringing content. The first is a content claim grants copyright holders rights over an entire video, even if only parts of that video infringe. The rights holder is allowed to take down the whole video, mute it, and restrict the country it's viewed in, and based on 2 minutes of audio from a 1.5 hour long video, that is disproportionate. However, if the video was just an upload of some music or an extract from a commercial movie, then a content claim would make sense. But in this case, it's disproportionate. Luckily, this can easily be fixed. We just have to remove the claimed parts of the video. Secondly, whenever I release something for public consumption, usually code, it's under a license that grants the receiver freedom to use, modify, and redistribute it, or anything derived from it. Now, while it's highly unlikely anyone will want to modify or redistribute Nigel, the streams are made available under a Creative Commons license. They're yours as well as mine, and Nigel belongs to all of us. Unless, of course, there's a content claim on one of the episodes, and in that circumstance, YouTube will only make the video available under the restrictive standard YouTube license. So, since it's possible to grant us all our freedom by removing 2 minutes of, boring rubbish from a 1.5 hour long video, the choice to me is obvious. Thirdly, now, I haven't read up on the following or consulted a lawyer, so I might be wrong about this, but I am assuming the copyright holder can change their mind on how their content claimed videos are handled. So today they choose to put ads on Nigel and their other content claimed videos. Tomorrow they might choose to restrict the geographic area that you're allowed to view the video in. They might choose to take the video down entirely. So those are the reasons why I made that choice, and I hope it sufficiently explains my reasoning. Thank you, as always, for watching.